Hi. Let's see who's coming on tonight. If you come on, just pop a comment in. Hope you're all alright. Just going to spray a little bit of, this is Violet Flame spray. So I will just spray some of that. Oh, right. Let's see who's on. Hello, someone's joined. Just say hi in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I've just seen the best full moon. Literally, it was just in its element. It was gorgeous tonight. We're coming back from St. Bees, which is like a beach near us, walking the dogs, and just come off a hill, and then it was just there, and it was above the fells, and honestly just looked amazing. Hi Shannon, hi Casey. Right, so I like to do this on a full moon. Hi Laura. I can't see who else is on, but if you come in, just pop a comment in. So I do like to do my cards on a full moon, and the full moon for me, and anybody who uses manifesting with the moon, it's an ideal time to release whatever's holding you back. Hi Oswald. Oh, you seen the full moon this morning? Gorgeous. Hi Melaine. Right, so yeah, I was just saying the full moon is an ideal time just to release anything that's holding you back, any limiting beliefs, any baggage from the past, whatever it is that you want to let go of. This is the time to do it. So the cards tonight, I'll try and give you a bit of a steer on anything that's holding you back and give you a bit of ideas around that if anything comes up. Oh, it was at 4 a.m. in Texas. Amazing. Awesome. Hi, Mandy. Right. So who wants a card? If you do want one, just pop in the comments and say that you're happy for me to read. I don't like to read for people in case they don't want it. So, you know, please just pop in a comment and say that you're happy to have a card, and I'll get you one pulled. And I've got a few cards tonight. So if you have any specific requests, let me know, or any questions. I'm not like a fortune teller, but I do coaching with the cards. So the cards I've got for you tonight is the Light Seers Tarot, which are just, these ones are gorgeous. I've got these new ones that I've just got, which are spell casting oracle cards. Again, these are lovely. And then I've got these ones which I love, my Isis deck, which are just little pocket cards. So if anybody is like interested in Egyptian culture, anything like that, and you feel drawn to it, maybe through a past life, then these are amazing. They're just little pocket ones, and they just have a tiny bit of write up on the back, but they're very powerful. I love them. Then I've got my usual Nature's Whispers, which I do pull quite a lot, and they're amazing. They're the ones I use for the weekly oracle deck normally. And I've got the Work Your Light, which is Rebecca Campbell's cards, which if anybody's new to oracle cards as well, Rebecca Campbell does apps for her cards. So she has the Work Your Light ones and the Starseed ones on an app for £9.99. I feel like I'm selling her stuff here, but if anybody's just starting out, it's really good because you can shuffle them, you can spin and pick one, and I've found that they're quite accurate. So there are all these cards basically on an app. So yeah, amazing. As well, this is a chance, obviously we've had the 5-day challenge, everybody had some huge shifts in that. So if anybody has any questions or anything's come up for them, if there's been anything spooky happened, like you've got any decent sign. I'm just taking my socks off, by the way. I like to be grounded when I'm doing this. Yeah, so if anybody's had any amazing signs, obviously I found out about Mandy's awesome manifestation, which was just huge. And anything that's happened to you, if you manifested your penny, if you manifested something else, please let me know. So who said they want a card? Oh, it was 444 then on the numbers. Right, who was first then? Everybody said Laura. Okay. So Laura, I'm going to pull you a Lightseed Tarot one and a spell casting, I think. So when I'm doing the cards, I just knock them just to clear the energy. So that's clearing it for Laura. And then I just ask if there's anything Laura wants to know. And that's what kind of pops out. And I don't particularly, they flew out. So Laura, you got 2. So you got the 3 of Cups, which is that one. It's beautiful. And the 8 of Wands. Okay. So the 3 of Cups is all about like connecting with a soul family. So you've got this group of people around you, and you're going to get your biggest like power in a sense from connecting to a group. It could be collaborations, it could be just joining a new group, but you're going to be supported by other women and you're all going to be looking at a similar vision. So I think it could be linked to what you're doing now. And this is like building your strong foundation. So by being in a group with other women who are supporting you and building you up and still all trying to grow and transform, you're all looking at the same destination, all these stars in the sky, but it's not like there's enough for you all in that sense. Like you've all got this big vision which is similar, but it's not necessarily the same path. But from you coming together and growing together, you're going to all transform into this path. So I think the things that you're doing with Brianna and everything you're doing down that is obviously a really good route for you. If there's anything else coming up that you're drawn to, that you're thinking of joining, that involves a group and other women and bringing each other on, then I suggest you go for it, because this is the one that's saying them type of environments are going to be the best for you. And it's all about transformation. You've got all that gorgeous like heather in the bottom, and you're just all looking up at the stars. And yeah, it's your time to be in that group, be connective, and kind of embrace each other. And then you got the 8 of Wands, so it's all about your creative energy. And I think these two just fit perfect together, because this having this soul community is going to spark your ideas. You're going to feel like they're just flying from all over, and it might be that somebody else says something to you and then it sparks something in you, and you'll be like, oh, I can do that, but something different. And you're going to get all this energetic like ideas coming in. So whatever these groups are that you're drawn to, it's definitely a good thing. Just keeping the flow of that and keep listening to what people are saying, because there's going to be things feeding through that's going to be intuitive hits for you that are going to spark your interest and bring more out of it for you. So they're good ones. And I'll just oh, Kelly's made it. Hi, Angie. Right, and this one come out straight away. So willpower. So if you're feeling like you're being torn in 2 ways, or your ego's getting the best of you, you've just got to keep this vision on this bright future. I feel like everything in your past has kind of got you to this place, but now you can put that behind you and let this new future in. And I feel like that's what she's doing, holding the earth and just kind of pushing the moon back. So with her pushing the moon back, I feel like this is your time to release whatever's holding you back. So any worries or anything like that, you just let them go with this full moon and look forward to that bright future, because you've got it. But sometimes it's like your willpower gets in the way, like you feel like you're not enough, or there's some limiting belief holding you back, but you've just got to push that away now and look forward and keep that willpower on that future goal, because it's all there for you. So hope that makes sense, Laura. Yeah, you've said it has. Who else wanted one? Right, who else have we got? So Laura, Shannon, right. I'll do the same. I'll stick to the light seers and then we'll pick like an oracle card. So Let's see. Sometimes they jump out, sometimes they just stick. It's like they'll tell me when they're ready. Oh. So, Shannon, you've got the King of Cups. So this one is saying about you getting to the point where you just feel completely grounded, you feel relaxed, you feel zen, you feel like anything could come your way and you can literally handle it. And I don't know whether I feel like you might not be quite at this position yet, but whether you're starting on a bit of a spiritual journey or you're just finding that meditation's like the way forward, this is saying that this is definitely your path. And what it's going to do, it's going to give you this inner strength to be able to withstand anything that comes, because he's basically sat there and anything, he's just twiddling his singing bowl and just letting it flow past him and flow past him. And that's the thing, when we start on like a spiritual path or tapping into our intuition, it does give us this inner strength. So if things come, we can just look at it at a whole new perspective. We don't have to stress out. We don't have to have all the drama. We can just look at it as what it is. It's just another lesson that's coming our way, and we can act accordingly, which doesn't have to be stressing out or feeling overwhelmed. So if you're being drawn to get more into your spiritual path or do extra spiritual activities that are going to calm you down, they'll raise your vibration, so they'll keep you at a higher level of frequency, which is like a loving frequency, and it will help you withstand anything. And I feel that like there's nothing going to knock you off this like place that you are. Once you're there, you're just going to be able to absorb anything that comes in and comes your way. I'm going to do a light workers one for you. So Shannon, I hope that one made sense, and I'll do you this one as well. So the Great Gathering, it's all coming together in intuitive hits and soul tribe. So these two again just completely linked for me. I don't know whether you've been drawn to do something more with your intuition or connect to a tribe, like a bit like Laura, join a group or something like that. But this is saying that it's the time to do it. So everything is all coming together for you. And if you're looking at joining a group as well, that is going to give you extra knowledge, extra power, extra transformation. And also there's a lot of love in this card, so you're going to get a lot of strength from it, but a lot of love and a lot of healing and a lot of transformation. So if you're wondering whether this spiritual side of you is the one to follow, then yeah, this is a definite yes, yes, yes. Building my own tribe, this affirms my path. It definitely does. That's amazing. So that's a lovely one, that. Lovely. Glad you like it. Right. Who else said? Casey, you were next. Just going to have a bit of a drink. So what's your tribe about, Shannon, as well? Like, pop in the comments. What are you up to? What you doing? It's good to hear. I like hearing different things. So, Casey. Casey, you got the 7 of Pentacles. So this one's lovely. So whatever you've been doing at the minute, the foundations you've been laying for your abundance and your growth and your happiness, and also financially, they're all just like bubbling away under the surface. So you've laid all these foundations. All the positive work that you're doing is like feeding into it all, and it's just not right to be picked yet, but it's coming. It's like nearly at the full growth. So don't be disheartened if you can't see the fruits of your labour yet, but it's definitely coming. So just keep doing what you're doing, keep all the positivity up, keep all the new stuff that you're trying, and eventually you're going to see all this growth and all this abundance come out of it. So just keep yourself centered. You're in that kind of mid manifestation void in a sense, so don't feel like you maybe haven't seen anything yet. I know you're seeing loads of signs, and what they're doing is they're telling you that you're on the right path. So just keep doing everything you're doing, and things will start to come through the soil and really show themselves to you. So it's exciting, and that's a really good card of growth and abundance. There's going to be lots coming your way. Ooh, this is a nice one. So answers. So I don't know whether you've been asking for some like question. Have you been asking your angels and your guides for some answers? And like hold, you know, like have you been connecting into your heart and saying, should I do this? Should I do this? I feel like this is telling me yes. And whatever it is, they're hearing you and they're saying yes. So I'm just going to pull another one just to confirm. But I feel like they're definitely giving you a good sign that they've been hearing you. So whatever you've been asking your angels and guides for, whether it's extra signs and things, and I think you maybe have because of all the birds that are flying about. So even when you're seeing the birds coming past you, you're seeing like a flock of birds, anything like that, that's your angels coming in and saying, I'm here, I'm listening to you. And this is added confirmation that they are, and they're all around you. And then we've got this one as well, protection. So again, they're just saying they're here, they're watching you, they're protecting you, they've got you. Like you don't have anything to worry about. They're literally holding you. It's like she's holding the earth like it's a baby inside of her. And I feel this is all your growth, and you've got so much coming and so much like abundance. This card is full of greenery, it's full of like flowers, and this is all about your growth now. And there's butterflies in the card, so if you've been seeing butterflies, then that's an added sign. And they're just telling you that they're listening to you. Whatever it is you've been asking them, they're saying yes, and you're fully protected to go ahead. So I hope that helps and makes sense. And like I said, everything you've been doing is working in your favour. So just keep doing what you're doing. And obviously they're listening to you. You've got a strong connection there with your guides and your angels. They're coming through to tell you that. So that's nice. Or intuitive energy healing, soul empowerment. You talking my language here, Shannon. Oh, lovely. Fab. We'll have to get, I think I'm in that one. So, Casey, let me know if that was all right. Oswald, were you next, I think, if you're still on? Or was it, oh no, Shiloh, is it? Sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. I can only go off what I'm reading when it's like this, unfortunately, but I will do you a card. Oh, I love this one. You've got the wheel, so that's amazing. So basically it's about releasing any type of control that you're trying to have now over anything that's happening. So I feel like you might have manifested, or you might have had these big goals, and instead of trying to control all the aspects of what's happening or trying to think of the best way it could happen, what you've got to do is just really release it. So with this full moon, just release anything that's like holding you back towards that. Release any of this control, release any of the need to know what's happening, because your job is just to relax and follow the signs, because they're feeding the signs into you now, and you've just got to follow these like little breadcrumbs. And what they're going to do is keep showing you on, and then showing you on and showing you on. And a years down the line, you're going to look and go, oh wow, I can't believe I'm here. But you've just got to trust the wheel, trust where the dice is rolling you, and you're going to end up in an even better place than you even wanted. So just please let go now and release it to them, and let them show you where to go, because they always have a better idea than we do. We try and come up with so many ideas of how things could happen, and we're so limited to our thinking. And our guides and our angels literally can, you know, they have the whole universe at their hands, and we just think of our small little world that we've been exposed to. Oh, I'm glad that was fitting. Oh, gratitude and appreciation. So that's what's going to help you move on as well. So this is about releasing the control, releasing the way it needs to happen, and the way to speed things up for you and make it a more enjoyable experience for you is to adopt a real gratitude and appreciation. So it's everything is magic. Like everything around you, you're going to have so many signs, so many amazing things to look at. And if you look at it with this like childlike wonder, you're going to have so much more coming in, and then you're just going to be feeling like every day is like, what am I going to see? What am I going to see? It's going to be amazing. And that is what this card is saying. There's so much magic in this card, but just appreciate every bit that you see, because the more that you recognize it, the more you acknowledge it and say, thank you, I'm so grateful for that. Even if it's something that was unexpected, you're just going to be enhancing it and bringing more and more. And you know me, I love my gratitude. So that's a really good one for you. And it fits with the other card. So yay, it's 222. I love that, Casey. Such a good sign you're on the right path with that, by the way. So I'm glad that one was right. Oswald, are you still on? I think you are. Right, let's get you a card. And oh, I'm going to leave that one there because that one was stuck. So I'll pull you another one, but I'm going to read you that one as well because I picked the whole pack up and that one was still there, Oswald. So you're getting that one. And you can have another, obviously. Ooh, I love this one for you. Both of these cards are so fitting for you at the minute. So we've got the one that was stuck was the Seven of Wands, Oswald. So this is all about you tapping in to what you feel in your heart. Hey, Christina. Really tapping into what is it you feel in your heart. I know you have big desires, but you've got to let that like blossom now. You've got to believe it. You've got to own it. And whatever's happening around you, whether it's family, whether it's other people getting involved and giving you your opinion, you've got to shut that out. You've got to put yourself in a little protective bubble. You know your big dreams. You know you deserve them. You know they're out there for you. And you've just got to keep yourself safe in your little protective bubble and know that it's happening, because you've got all these creative energy coming up, and you've just got to keep yourself in that zen place as much as you can and really shut out that outer chatter, because what it's doing, it's just distracting you from where you know in your heart you want to be, and that is where you're meant to be. So these desires don't come to us because we can't have them. Like, our soul would not do that to us. Our ego would, but your desire is a soul-led desire, and that's what this card's saying to you. So trust it and go with it. And then you got the Tower, which is, I love this card. It scares people sometimes, but the Tower is so good. It's literally like, what is crumbling around you? What can you just let go now? The stuff we're clinging on to, the stuff you're trying to think is your normal life and you're trying to cling on to it, you've just got to let it all go, because it's crumbling anyway. The way you look at it is changing, the way that you act is changing, and that's the way that you're meant to be. So any of these old patterns, any of these old beliefs, just let them go, let it all go. If it needs to crumble, it needs to crumble. It's time to move on, because you've got your own path, your own journey, and it's happening for you. So just don't cling on to things that you don't need anymore. I'm going to do one of these spell ones. So these are spell casting ones, but I love them. I don't really use the spells in them. I just like the cards, and I just think that they're so nice. Oh, lighten your load. So Oswald, if you're feeling heavy, you're feeling down, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling it's too much, you've really got to lighten it. You've got to share what's going on with people. You've got to speak to people who is around you. let go of that baggage. And that's what the Tower card was saying. You know, let go of the stuff you don't need anymore. Let go of, just let it all crumble. And you don't have to take the weight of the world on your shoulders. There's other people to do that. You can share it out. So please don't take it all on yourself, because it's not your burden to carry. So I hope that one helps and makes sense. And yeah, Casey's saying your work's amazing, Oswald, which it is. It is. I'm just going to flip back. Hi, Madeline. Right, Madeline wants one. Oh, Kelly wants one. Michelle does too. Right, let's see. I'm just checking I've not missed anyone. Right. Who's right? Michelle, I'll do you one. So Michelle is our podcast guest this week. Has anybody listened to the podcast? And isn't she just amazing? Honestly, I was listening back to it when I was editing it, and I was like, oh, this is like pure gold. I'm loving it. So Michelle, I hope you've listened, because you're an absolute legend. And it was fab. Yay. Right, and that one wants to come. So you've got, the wheel as well. So you've got the Emperor and the wheel. Now, the Emperor card used to scare me a little bit. Not in this pack. I feel like I've come to terms with it. And this is my own thing about that masculine energy. But with this pack, in the Light Seers pack, I see the Emperor card as really like a nice, chilled energy. And this is all about you now just relaxing into what you're doing. A little bit like I said with Shiloh. And again, you've got the wheel card. So it's about not trying to control now. With this energy, sometimes you can think of your higher male as kind of the stronger one. But what he's doing, he's chilled, he's sat back, he's waiting for source energy just to give him the next move. There's absolutely no rush in what he's doing. He knows he's in control of his empire. He doesn't need any outside nonsense going on. He just knows he can be cool, calm, collected, sit back and wait patiently for that right move. And that's what you've got to do at the minute. So if you feel you're trying to be too dominant in the masculine, you're trying to control too much, you may be not, you may be thinking that you're kind of being relaxed. Are you? Just maybe check. Are you maybe still trying to control a little bit, still trying to put your manifesting rules on things? Just open up to the signs a bit more. I know you're massively intuitive, so you know this anyway, but just double check what you're doing, that you're not overcompensating on the masculine energy, and keep that cool, calm, collected head, and just watch for the signs coming in, because I feel like with getting the wheel as well, you're going to be taken down a path that's completely different to what you originally had in your head, to be honest. And it's about relaxing into it, seeing where this takes you and seeing what actually comes your way, because I feel like they've got something that is even better than you had planned. So it's along the same lines of obviously the lifestyle you had planned, but it's 10 times better. So whatever you've been doing just to overcompensate the control, just let that all go. So this full moon, let it all go, let the dice spin and see where you're going to end up, because they have big plans for you. And theirs is, yeah, like I said, 100 times better than what we could. So, well, that one wants to come out. Ooh, you got the home card. So this one for me, let me just have a look. I feel like this is the energy in your home, and about maybe shifting some things, maybe making it a bit more inviting for you, whether it's a case of you spent a lot of time in your home with COVID and everything, and it's time to just make it that softer energy, bring that light in a bit more, just make it a bit gentler, get some flowers in there, whatever it is that's going to soften the feel for you and make it feel revitalized so that you have a bit more energy. And you can maybe shift the energy between the rooms so that you have them for different things. So I don't know whether you've been thinking of doing anything like that, but there's quite a magical presence in this card as well. So it might be creating a bit more magic within it. So getting a bit more of an altar going, or something that's your spiritual space, a bit more, because obviously I know you do a lot of work at your desk. So anything you can do to make that more spiritual feeling, I feel if you've had any thoughts around that, then you need to be doing it, because this is saying that it's just bringing that lightness in and a little bit more feminine energy. So I don't know whether you can take that one, but that's what I'm getting from that card. And it's a nice card, that one. So hopefully you can take that. Right, let's have a look. Who've we got? So I know Christina's in, I think, and just let me know if you guys are still here. I know Madeline was in. So Madeline, I'll do you one now and then I'll do Christina. So this one's for Madeline. Kind of sticking to my hands a bit tonight. So Madeline, you've got the 8 of Swords. So I feel like you're being a bit hard on yourself at the minute, and you might be doing a bit of comparing against other people, or you might be looking at yourself. Hi Mandy, sorry, I'll do you one as well. I'm losing track on the comments. And Kelly, don't worry. So Madeline, I feel like you're missing the magic that you've actually got about you. I feel you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and instead of seeing the beauty that you've got and all the magic you've got to offer, what you're doing is you're tying yourself up in knots, looking at other people, or thinking you're not good enough, thinking you're not far enough ahead. And all you're doing is wrapping yourself up in knots that don't need to be there. Because actually, if you shut off to your intuition, you'd be able to see a lot more. And this card was like slipping on the top, and I wanted to pull this one for you as well, which is the King of Swords. Ooh. So you've both cards are swords cards, so it's all about your inner thoughts. It's all about things that are going on in your head. And I feel like this one is where you are at the minute. So you're battling with yourself, you're shutting off your intuition, and you're like feeling like you're trapped, feeling like you're just not good enough in these inner thoughts, and whatever's going on in your own dialogue isn't helping you, and you've got to just free yourself from that. And that's very easy. These chains can just be lifted. It's just a case of you seeing your magic. I know you're saying you needed that. And this one is the King of Swords, and I feel like this is where you could be. And this is just getting total control over it. And again, it's that masculine energy. It's chilling out. It's just putting you, stop fighting. So it's he's at the top of his mountain. He's put his sword down. He doesn't even need it. He's relaxed. He's chilled. He knows he's got everything in hand. And this is where you could be. So it's just about sorting this battle out inside your own head. Because that's all it is. It's your ego. It's just your ego battling you. And it's not something that you really need. Because when you shut off and tap into your intuition, your thoughts will calm. Your ego will calm. So it's definitely go inside yourself. Look at what's going on. Get into the Akashic Records. Actually listen to your own truth. Because you don't need to be listening to your ego anymore. It's not providing you any service. So move on and listen to what's actually going on for you. Chilling out. Yeah, that's a gorgeous card. I do love the King of Swords. And look at all the magic that's there. You've got the raven, you've got the bat, you've got the owl, you've got the flowers. There's like feathers on his wrist, so he's like totally calm, totally incensed with his intuition, and his thoughts and his battles with his head just aren't even coming into it. That is where you need to go. And this one is what you got, so boundaries. So this is boundaries not only with other people, but boundaries with yourself. So where do you need to establish better boundaries? And I think you feel like you're getting pulled in 20 different directions, outside and inside. So your own mind is just battling with you constantly, but then outside is as well. And that's just because of your inner world. So if you calm down this inner world, stop the battling, stop the fighting, what will happen is the outer world will just relax as well. So once you settle into quieting yourself, getting yourself centered, because she's very centered, look at that. And it's all about intuition. Look at everything that's around her head. And when she does that, the power's in her and everything else just falls away. So that's your work. Bit of homework for you. Go and chill out. Go and get out of your head and into your heart center and see what's going on. And everything else on the back of that will calm down and chill out. So hopefully that helps. What's your about? Definitely need to set some boundaries. But honestly, Madeline, what happens when you set the boundaries within your own head as well? So you set them with yourself, you set your own worth, you set whatever, you detach from everything. What happens then is your vibration just goes up here. So if you do that mentally, your vibration shifts, and the people who have been dragging at you, pulling you down, they just can't penetrate. So what you'll find is they'll either naturally drift or they'll change. So for you, I would say set the boundaries first in your mind and then work from there and watch the rest unfold, because it will. So I know Mandy was on and Kelly. I feel like Lisa, I don't know whether you're still on. Right, I will do. Right, I'll do Kelly and then Mandy. So Kelly, that one was stuck to the floor of the table as well. So you've got the Three of Cups, which, as you've joined my program, I'm very glad about that one. That could not be a better sign for you, could it? And I've just set up the Facebook group for it, so it's like getting exciting. It's all getting real. I'll be adding you in. And you've actually got two cards that just popped up. So these are good for you, Kelly. So not only have you got the Three of Cups, which is all about joining to a community, getting people who support you, women who support you, women who'll bring you on, which you're going to have in my 10-week challenge. Woo! But you've also got the Five of Cups and you've got the Six of Swords. Oh no, the Fives of Swords. So for me, you've got two fives here, which symbolise change. So that for me is good in itself. What it's saying is it's time to let everything go. So the Five of Cups is all about letting go of your emotions, letting go of all the baggage from the past, letting go of everything that you don't need in this new life, and just letting it all go into the earth. Let it be. You don't need it. It's not going to bring you anything. It's literally just holding you back. So it's letting it go from here, from your throat, from your heart, and just releasing it. And you know, that's what we're going to be doing over this 10 weeks. So you're in the right hands and you're in the right space. So that's a good thing. And that's what's going to be coming up for you. So anything that drains you, anything that just pulls your energy down, it's time to release. So that is going to, that's going to work. And what's been happening for you, again, a bit like Madeline, you've been in your head far too much. You're just battling with your head constantly. This inner critic is always at you. This ego is always at you. And you've got this other person inside, which is like your soul, your higher self, is here in the background. I can never get my fingers right. So here in the background, like saying there's all this intuition, there's all this knowledge, there's all this flow of energy coming, and it's coming to you. And I'm here, I'm ready for it. I'm here to listen to source energy. I'm here to listen to all this better stuff. and you've just got to get out of your head, but you are in the right place for it. So this is what we're going to be working on. We're going to be getting you out of this, but this is what it's saying. So it's your time to kind of shift now. Fives are amazing for shifting. It's just fabulous energy for shifting, and will get you out of that space. So that's a good one. I'm going to do this spell casting one. Okay, so I hope you can too. Yeah, and it will be a battle if you're constantly in that headspace. Right, you're getting loads of cards. You're just hogging it here, Kelly. You're being greedy. So you've got Spirit Guide. Ooh. Why can't I get? Which is that one. Can't really see it, but and Commitment. So, right, these two. So your Spirit Guide is you've got this strong connection at the minute, but it feels like they're trying to get in and speak to you, but they just can't connect with you at the minute. You've got a bubble around you. So even though you might be seeing signs, you might be seeing things happening, they really want to get in and speak to you. They want to show you the way. They want to show you all this peace that you can have. And you're going to get that, but it's about letting them in. So learning to channel them in. And that isn't anything scary, but it's just opening up to the messages, and it's shutting off the inner chat and letting the real chat come in. And that's what it's saying to you need to do. But to do that, you need commitment. So I know with you, you've struggled with committing time, committing, like getting into a regular routine. Well, this is the time to break that now, because you've got to forge the path between where you are and your intuition. And the way to do that is to get committed to your spiritual practice. And it's not heavy going, but it's daily. So that's where we're going to get you to. We're going to get you to put this into daily practice, but it's for you to commit to it as well. So your commitment is going to let you free up into all this like new knowledge coming in. So it's really positive. How do you let them in? Shutting off your outer chat, which is meditation. So you've got to channel that white light. You've got to bring that in regular. You've got to quiet your mind, and that will just you'll start to get ideas. You'll start to get thoughts coming in, things that you maybe hadn't thought of before. You'll get them talking to you in a nicer way than what your ego does, and you'll start to recognize which voice you're hearing. But yeah, commitment to it. So making it a regular practice. Okay. So Mandy, you're next, if you're still here. And then if I've missed anyone, Christina, I think I've still got yours to do. Just pop it in and let me know who I've missed. Mandy, are you still here? So you've just wrote your monthly intentions and spend more time working on me. Well, there you go. That's what you've got to do. And the thing is, we often think, oh, we've got all this to do. We've got all this stuff to do. We can't leave that. And actually, what you can do is you can leave it, because if you did, you'd be a lot more productive doing the other stuff. So yeah, you've got to keep leaving it. So let me see. So Mandy's still there. Hi, Mandy. Angie as well, are you still there? And Christina. Oh, sorry, Malin, I'll do you next. Right, so this one's Mandy. And yeah, I'll do you next, Malin. So I'd flick the cards over Mandy, which isn't good. Okay. So you got the 9 of Pentacles. So this one, again, Mandy, massively about abundance. You're going to have abundance coming to you, showering down. You're going to be able to pick like your fruits of your labour. You're literally going to have so much growth around you. It's crazy. And Spirit is bringing all of this in for you. And the more that you work on yourself, the more that you tap into spirit, the more that you open up to this energy, the more that's just going to flow in, and you're going to feel like you just have nothing to worry about in that sense. It's just all going to be there. So it's not just going to be financial, it's going to be spiritual support, things that you see, you're just going to feel a lot happier, you're going to feel a lot more kind of like every day you're growing with things. So yeah, it's flowing, but it's just keeping in that energy and inviting spirit in. I feel like she's got a little spiritual helper there that's like just helping her pick it, because it's all there for you for the picking. So yeah, just nothing to worry about at all. Just keep on the path that you're on, and it's just all there for you, and it's coming, and it's going to come in loads of different ways, even ones that you hadn't thought of before. So that's amazing. Let me just see. Sometimes they like to jump, sometimes they just stick, sometimes they take a while. Yeah, that does sound good, doesn't it? And again, this one just totally like reaffirms it. So awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So you're vibrating at a certain frequency now. You're going to get all these downloads. You're going to get all this stuff flowing into you, and it's going to take you up to that next level. So it's about opening up to your spiritual path, really just opening up to being that next level of awakening and integration, and knowing that it's coming. And again, working with the moon, Mandy, you've got that one in again. So the moon is very, very strong for you, and it's just relaxing and letting go and just really like floating into this new way of being, because it's coming for you, and we know it is. We've chatted, but it's really just giving yourself over to it now, having like stopping the control, stopping the stuff that's holding you back. Like, you've got to go for it, and you've got to go for it now. So whatever's holding you back and thinking it's going to stall you, you've just got to let that go and go, right, how do I just give in to this? And it might be you ask your guides that tonight, you know, how do I give in to this process? And how do I just release to this process? And that could be what you ask them tonight with this full moon, and see what comes up, because it's definitely on your cards to do it. Right, Melaine, sorry, lovely. The comments aren't the best, so I lose track of who's coming. But I've got to you now. Oh, I love this one. Page of Cups. So this is one of my favourites, and I've been pulling this for myself as well lately. And it's just such like a good energy card. It's all about love, and it's all about actually expecting miracles. So it's around your emotions, it's around relationships, it's around new things coming into your life. And it's literally like anything could happen. Anything is possible with this card. There is pigs flying. The guy's feet are up in the air, like his legs are down here, but his feet are up at the top. There's a pig flying with a cup, which is all about your emotions. And it's about a new way. So there's like a horizon on it, which means that there's a new beginning coming for you. But again, it's that being open. We're getting a lot of this tonight. So just really be open to anything coming. Like, you might have something planned in your head as to what you want it to look like, but you've got to be open to the fact that it could be completely different, and it's going to be so much better if it is. So please don't have a fixed way of being and miss the signs to the good thing that's coming. You're literally going to be blown away by some form of miracle that's coming into your life. And it's like a really nice feeling. So whatever it is you've got going on at the minute and you're hoping for, it's saying that you could get this, but as well, something a lot better. So you've got Acacia on this card, and this is about your guidance is divinely guided. So I think it's linking in nicely to this one. because it's saying look for them synchronicities, look for these little magical moments, look for the signs that your guides and your angels are sending you. But everything is divinely guiding you to this point in your life. So if you've thought about doing something, or you feel drawn to do something, or you feel like should I, shouldn't I, if you're really drawn to something at the minute, then you need to go for it, because you're meant to get to this point and you're being driven down this path by all your past lifetimes are getting you to this point. So Acacia is all about bringing them past lifetimes, accessing them records, and this is saying to you, whatever you're thinking of, whatever you've got an inkling of or you've been thinking of doing, you've got to go for it, because everything has got you to where you are now. So whatever it is you're thinking of doing, trust it, because you've been guided to this point. So I don't know whether you've been thinking of something, but I have a lot planned in my head and I needed to hear that. Well, that's good. So whatever it is you've been thinking of and whatever you've got planned in your head, you need to go for it, because you've been guided to this point. But as well, along the way, just expect a few miracles to come in, because this is your time. It can happen. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Christina, are you still in? I don't know who's left. If anybody's left and I've missed, please pop a comment in. I don't think I can see who's actually on. But yeah, just pop a comment in, or if anybody has any questions about the 10-week program, let me know. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you'll have to let me know about that. Let us know what your journey is, Milene. That sounds fab. But yeah, it's definitely, this is every lifetime you've had has led you to this point. So know that you're on the exact right path and expect miracles, basically, which is amazing. So have I missed anybody else, or is Christina still on? I know she might have gone. And Angie was on at one point, but again, she might have went. Just see if anybody else is coming. And has anybody got any questions for me? Anybody thinking of joining the program but needs a bit of help, needs a bit of like, should I, shouldn't I? Any questions, please just let me know. Oh, hi Christine, I'm glad you're still here. Right, let's do you a card. I was just saying to Kelly, I'm getting the Facebook group set up for the 10-week challenge, so I will get you added as soon as. I can't wait. Oh, so you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which I love this one. So it's all about you've laid the foundations for what you're doing, and at the minute you're just plowing the fields. You're kind of keeping on top of everything, and you might feel like things aren't really happening, or things aren't progressing possibly as much as you'd like, but everything is happening for you. So all of this steady work, all of these foundations, everything you've been doing is coming to fruition. So you're just at this point now where it's like the Knight of Pentacles, you've got to keep going, you've got to keep that momentum going in the field and keep the work going, and everything will come off the back of it, but you're just not quite there yet, but it will come through. It's just a case of finding that next bit that's going to, like, finding that next season that's going to come on, in a sense. So yeah, all this, you've laid all the foundations, that's for sure. Like, you're nearly there. It's just once this field is ready to grow, it's gonna bloom. So that's what it's all about. Like, it's definitely all being laid, like foundations laid. Yeah, and that's the thing, you're loving the work and knowing that it's all going to come to fruition, because all of this that you're doing is coming to a better space. So, and as well, you got the play card. So I feel like you've maybe let yourself get a little bit serious at the minute. So now's the time to really have some fun, celebrate, because all of this took a hell of a lot of work and you have done amazing. So make sure you're celebrating yourself, celebrating what you've achieved, having some fun along the way, not taking everything too serious, and open yourself up that way, because what you're going to find is having the fun and celebrating everything is going to take you to that next level as well. So you've had all this fun doing this work, and now you've got another aspect that you can bring in, which is going to be fun as well, which is what we're going to explore. And I think you're just going to have like by the end of this year, your energy is just going to be like up here. You're going to be loving life. You're going to be loving everything. You're just going to be like, you're going to be sparkling. You really are. And everything is just going to come to life. Like, this is a proper celebration card. So once you let all that love and energy and playfulness come to the front, it's just gonna like take off. So yeah, I was trying to relax and enjoy the balance of Libra season. Yeah. And Libra season, you know, it's like a tough one, because Libras can be quite like, they like the pretty things, and then you can have all your pretty things, but you can be in your little box of like, you've got to look pretty, you've got to be this, you've got to be that. And actually, you know, it's, you like all the sparkly stuff, but it comes in like a restrained box sometimes, I feel. And this is about breaking out of that and having all them sparkly things, having all that amazing stuff, but in whatever shape, form, whatever the hell you want, basically, which is a lot more fun. So yeah, that's good. So you're loving life, and you're just going to love it even more. So it's just celebrating yourself. So yeah, I love that one. I'm glad that's a good one, and I can't wait to have you in the group, and I will get that set up soon. So anybody else? Anybody I've missed? Laura, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do love doing these. I'll do them more regular. I'm just checking if there's anybody. I'll check there wasn't anybody wanting in, and then I will finish, I think. Ooh. So yeah, is anybody, like I said, if anybody does have any questions, I sent out an email with what's in the 10-week program, because I just want to, with this being my first one that I've run in this format, so I've done one-on-one coaching, and I've went through all these workshops and things, but because this is in this format as a bulk, I'm just basically kind of throwing everything in it. So you're literally going to get so much value within this 10 weeks. And Christine and Kelly, like, I'm sorry, your minds are going to be blown, but I'll try and pace it so it's, you know, you're not overwhelmed, and you've got lifetime access anyway, so you'll be absolutely fine. But I'm literally trialing everything and getting everything out and seeing how it works, seeing how it goes. And I think from the 5-day challenge, I got to see that everybody just is dying to tap into this more and learn more about it. So it's really like fueled my fire for what I'm sharing in this 10-week program. So if anybody has any questions on it, just let me know. If anybody's unsure or sitting on the fence and is a bit like, oh, I just don't know, tap into your intuition. We did that in the 5-day challenge. I'm not here to say that you should be doing it. I know exactly I will get the people who are meant to be on that course joining the course. So I'm not worried about that. And there's absolutely no pressure from me. But what I would say is tap into your own intuition. That's what I do when I'm going to join something. I find out whether it's right and whether it sits right with me. So go back and have a little think for yourself and see what you think. And I'm glad you're ready, Kelly. You will have, it's going to be good. Honestly, the stuff I'm covering, it's going to be awesome. So I cannot wait. And I will let you all go now. Have a fantastic full moon. Let go of anything you don't want to hold on to. Write it all down. Burn it if it's safe to do that. And if not, just, you know, bin it. Do whatever. Just get it out of your peripheral. And getting it out onto paper is an amazing way to release stuff. So just do that and have a fun night. And I will catch you all soon. Bye.